anyone who's moving very large content sets, particularly video content, around the world, wherever it needs to go, Signiant's a great solution to make that easy, fast, reliable, secure, give them visibility and control, make it easy to collaborate with global teams, make it easy to leverage cloud technologies and AI services. So that content needs to go to a lot of places, and that's where Signiant shines. So Signiant's a software company. We've been around the industry for quite a while now, 20 plus years, and we're very well known here at NAB and across the industry for our software that moves very large files very quickly all over the internet. So we move literally petabytes of high-value content every day all over the world for studios, post-production, broadcasters, streamers, you name it.
I can move files across the internet myself. I just open up my browser and I say, send it here, and it goes there. Why do I need Signiant?
Yeah, so when files get bigger, problems get exacerbated, right? So things like network latency, network interruptions, packet loss, those are things you may not notice when you send a text message, a photo to your friend, but when you're moving, terabytes of content from on-site production to a post house halfway around the world, those problems get exacerbated massively, and that's where Signiant helps. So when you're moving really large data sets over long distances to lots of different places, specialized software is required, and that's what Signiant does very well.
In the past, it was just Signiant, but now we've got Signiant, we've got Lucid Link, we've got Massive, we've got WeTransfer, we've got Hightail. Why should somebody consider Signiant?
Yeah, good question. So each one of those is a little bit different, but for one thing, Signiant is battle tested, right? We connect tens of thousands of companies. We literally moved over 3 billion files last year in 2024. We're just extremely well known and trusted across the industry. So that's why most people do come to Signiant, but our software is very unique in that it can connect to any type of storage. So with services like Massive, you're moving content into their storage in the cloud and then moving it again. With Signiant, it's always going into and out of your storage. So into your on-prem storage or into your own cloud storage tenancy. We never take custody of the assets. It's moving directly into and out of our customers' storage. So that's really important, both for performance, for privacy and security, but also for cost, because when you're moving stuff into and out of your storage in your data center, we don't care how much you move. It's unlimited. With some of these other services, you're paying on a per gigabit basis, and that can add up when you start shooting in 4K, 8K, and beyond.
What do I need to get Signiant to work? Is it hardware? Is it hardware plus software, or just software?
Yeah, so we are purely a software company. Our software is run as cloud-native SaaS, so we run it all in the cloud, and then we provide a little piece of software for you that connects to your local storage. And so you run that on your own hardware. We don't provide the hardware, but it runs on a Linux or Windows box that's in close proximity to your storage, and then it connects up to our cloud so that we can orchestrate all the file movement.
So in order to use you, I have to have whatever my workstations are, plus a Linux box which runs your software. So I basically hit the Linux box and send it up, which means that anybody I'm sending it to also needs to have a Linux box. So I've got to have Signiant at both ends.
If you're doing a server-to-server transfer, that is true. If I'm doing a person-to-person transfer, that's not true. You can just use just a browser and then like a downloadable little plugin that does the acceleration. So we have over 1 million end users, and they simply install this plugin, and right from a browser they can send and receive those large files. But you're right, for server-to-server, you do need Signiant software running at any storage location.
Do I need to have Signiant at both ends? So I need
Yes.
to have the person I'm sending the file to needs to know ahead of time and have downloaded the plugin.
No, they'll just get an email, they'll click on it, and then if they don't have the plugin, it will prompt them to do so right at that time. And then once it's downloaded, then they can send and receive as much as they want.
So now that we've established that high-speed data transfer is possible, what have you got that's new for us this year?
Yeah, so one of the things we're seeing across the industry, of course, and I don't think this is new, but there's just tremendous cost pressures, tremendous time pressures on folks. So one of the things that we're demonstrating here at NAB 2025 is what we call camera to any cloud. So as you probably know, a lot of the newer cameras can write directly to network attached storage. And so now, as the footage is being captured, it's writing to storage that Signiant can read and write from, and we can start moving those files immediately without waiting for the record to complete. So it's moving those growing files as you're recording, going anywhere in the world. And not only can you move them, but we now allow you to preview them without having to pre-generate proxies. So we have a new patented technology that allows you to preview camera raw right from the drive without having to modify or transform the file. So you can, if you're a remote producer, you can see that footage as it's being captured. You can review it. You can move it on and send it off to your post-production teams with great speed and ease.
What do I need on the camera to be able to do this?
Most of the major camera manufacturers now have certain models that can write directly to storage. So if you have one of those, as long as it's writing to storage, then Signiant can read from that storage and start moving the files. So instead of using a camera card, they're writing directly to a disk.
So the camera uses its own technology to write to storage. Then Signiant picks it up at the storage location and sends it on.
That's correct.
Now, does the storage have to be one of the Linux boxes again?
So you'll still have a Linux box sitting next to the storage. So it can be any type of storage, but you'll need either a Windows or a Linux box running Signiant software that's next to that storage to do the accelerated transfer.
One of the things that we've all seen over the last 2 years is the media industry's been under a lot of pressure, pricing and competition and AI and everything else. What are some of the trends that you're watching right now that we should pay attention to?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, certainly, the tragic fires in LA kind of shook us again after the strikes and all of that. We're seeing a lot of more international collaboration. So we're seeing studios working, areas like in Europe, Spain, and UK are very hot right now. Vancouver's hot. So a lot more distributed production, which of course is good news for Signiant because you need to get those files around. But we are seeing a lot more international collaboration than we have in the past.
What role do you see AI having in your products?
That's a good question. I mean, so we do use a little bit of AI in our transport. So we're using machine learning to adapt to network conditions in real time because we move so many files across so many different networks. We can predict different network situations and use that to intelligently pick the best path to move the content. So we've deployed that several years ago and have been using AI in our core technology for a period of time. I think some of the other things you'll see are enabling AI services, so moving content to where those AI services are. That's certainly a role that Signiant plays, so that you can do things like metadata augmentation and things like that. So we're already seeing some of those workflows. But we're not an AI company per se. We're more of an enabler of making it easy for companies to use whatever AI tools they need that they want to use.
How would you summarize in a paragraph what Signiant is and why someone should consider it?
Yeah, so anyone who's moving very large content sets, particularly video content, around the world, wherever it needs to go, Signiant's a great solution to make that easy, fast, reliable, secure, give them visibility and control, make it easy to collaborate with global teams, make it easy to leverage cloud technologies and AI services. So that content needs to go to a lot of places, and that's where Signiant shines.
Jon, thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it.